Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to see reserve keyword in Java. So there is new addition that we are going to see. Some keywords are added in Java 15, Java 16 or Java 21 onwards. So that we are going to see in these videos. If you see Java keyword are reserved word that have special meaning to the Java compiler. Means the Java keyword we cannot use as an identifier such as variable or class names or method name. These keywords are reserved in Java, so that have some special meaning that we are going to see when to use this keyword in Java. Let's first understand here. If you see the data types given, the primitive types, Java has 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, double, float, char, and boolean. These types represent basic building blocks for storing data in Java programs. Means these primitive data types we use to store data such as byte data. So there is range, they have defined some range that we can store, like from 0 to 127 is the range for the byte, then short, then int. So this specific range, for example, we want to store integer numbers, that integer, float, for example salary I want to save, I will use float. Double I will use. Long I will use int. For some short numbers I will use short. So these are the primitive data types in Java that we can use. Then reference type. Here if you see, reference type are used to represent object which are instance of classes. Means instance of classes means it is a one type of object of the class. They are more complex than primitive types and allow the flexible data structure. So which are these here reference classes? Classes, interfaces, arrays, then enums. Then next we are going to see here control flow keywords are there some. If else, whenever we go with the conditional statement, in that case we can use this if else, for, while, and do while. So when to use if else conditional statement used to execute different code blocks based on a condition. For, while, and do looping construct that repeatedly execute a block of code until condition is met. Means whenever our condition is met, until that, for that purpose we can use for, while, and do while. Then return is a keyword that we use to return something to the methods. So these are we are going to see in one of the upcoming videos, like how we can return the values to the method based on the return type. For example, I have return type int, so I will return the int value to the method. Similarly, we can use this keyword. Then switch and case. So whenever used to select one block of code to execute from multiple option based on a value. For example, I want to select a day of weeks or any case I want to select. So I will switch between the cases. At that time, I will use switch case. Then break and continue, used to continue the flow of the loop. Whenever we use for, while, do while, whenever we want to break this loop, at that time I will use break. Or whenever I want to continue the loop, so to skip specific condition, I will use continue. Used to control the flow of loops following you to exit loop or skip the next iteration. It is skip the iteration or it can continue the based on this keyword we have used. Then next where here modifiers are given. Access modifiers, public, protected, private, control the visibility of classes. Means we can use this access modifier to control the visibility of classes. For example, I have taken one class person. So if I want to make that class as a public, so it can be accessible to everywhere. So based on that I can use public keyword, then protected keyword, or then private keyword. So this is we can use on class level, method level, or variable from other part of the codes. So whenever I want my method to be public, protected, private, I will use this access modifier. Then non-access modifier here is given: static, final, abstract, synchronized, volatile, transient, native, strictfp, provide additional functionality and constraints. So these keywords we are going to see what happens in our program when we use final. So some videos also I have created on finals, abstract, synchronize. So these are the keyword used in the synchronize, volatile use in the threads, thread-based concurrent applications. We can use synchronize, final to restrict the class or method to be overridden. We can use final. Mm, Similarly, this we are going to see in the upcoming videos. Then seed and non-seed classes is introduced in Java 15. So seed and non-seed introduced in Java 15 used to restrict or allow subclasses. Means whenever we want to subclasses allow something, or want to make our class as a non-seed, means we don't want to restrict, at that time we will use this seed and non-seed keywords. Then next, object and classes we will see. Class used to define the blueprint for creating objects. Means we want to create, suppose there is a one real-time entity we will take. For example, I will take animal. So animal class, based on the animal class, I will create, it is a blueprint. Based on the animal, I will create multiple objects of the animals like lion, tiger, that we can create. So class is a blueprint. Then enum used to define set of constant. Whenever we want to represent our value as a constant, I will use enum. Then this and super used to refer the current object or the parent class object respectively. So whenever I want to use my current class object, I will use this. And whenever I want to use my parent class object, I will use super. Then interface define a contract for classes that implement it, specifying method to be implemented. So inside interfaces, we can define only methods that we need to provide implementation in subclasses. Then extend and implements used to use for inheritance and polymorphism. So we can, how we can achieve, oh, whenever there are two classes exist, so to extend that classes or implements classes, we use this keyword extend and implements. So used for inheritance and polymorphism, allowing classes to inherit functionality other classes or interfaces. Means we can inherit functionality of the parent class into the child class, or we can implement parent class with the help of this implements keyword. New and instance of used to create new object and check if the object is instance of specific class or interfaces. So how we can create object, that we are going to see in upcoming videos. So these are the keyword to create object in Java. Most frequently used, means this new keyword is most frequently we use to create object in Java. So there are different ways to create object in Java. So we are going to see, and I have created one videos on this, like how many ways we can create object in Java, that you can see in the our channel, guys. Then next we are going to see exception handling. So there is some keyword used in exception handling as well. Try, catch. So whenever there is a risky code in our application, so we can add that in the try block, and we can catch exception in the catch block. Then finally block will be always executed. Throw and throws used to throw the exception or declare that the method may be throw the exception. Then assert we used to check if there is a certain condition is true or false. Then next we are going to see package and import. So used to organize related classes and interfaces into logical group. Means when we use package, we can organize our classes and interfaces in one package. Then import is used to bring classes interfaces from other package into the current scope, allowing you to use them in your code. Means we, with the help of import, we can use other package into our current package, and we can use that code. Then next here, other reserve keyword is void default goto. So indicate, void indicate that the method doesn't return value. Means any method we add void any against any method, that method don't return any values. For example, if I use int, so that method will return int value. But if I use void, so that method will not return any value. Then default used to default method in interfaces for switch expression. So in Java 8 onwards, they have added default methods in Java. So I have covered this topic in our channel, like what is default method. So Java 8 onwards, we can use this default keyword as well. So these are the new additions in Java. So you can check in the description. I will add all the keywords and upcoming keywords. So you can check these videos. Then go to reserve keyword that is not used in Java but remain reserved for future compatibility. So it is currently not used, but they are reserved. So in future compatibility, they have keep it reserved. Then constant is also similar. Then null keyword. So it is a not technically keyword, but it is often considered special keyword in Java. It represents the absence of value or can be used to indicate that reference variable doesn't point to any objects. Means if any object not pointing to any values, at that time we can make that object as a null. So that is the, it is special keyword. Then next here if you see, keyword structure is given, data types, flow control, modifiers, exception handling, class related, object related, keywords is given. So these keyword are important. So if you understand this, you can make master your code is essential for writing correct and efficient Java programs. So these are the important to know, because if you don't know this, you will get lot of error in our applications. That's all from this video, guys. I will add this into our description as well. This what are the keywords added, new keywords added there, as well as some new keywords is also added like records, or that is keep going adding on as a new version is coming in Java. So you can check for the latest update. I will add this keyword in our description box. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel.